News 14 Carolina Meteorologist Matthew East here with you, the Monday edition of the Carolina Weather Video. There's a look at the radar this morning from a little after 5 a.m. and things pretty quiet now. We had a pretty hot and a pretty steamy weekend. High levels of humidity and heat around the Carolinas, at least relatively high. Highs well up into the 90s and pretty muggy conditions over the weekend. But we had a cold front move through last night. Just a couple showers in the Piedmont along that front overnight. Early this morning, those showers moving through the Outer Banks and out to sea. A cool, rainy type of deal up in the New England states, as they've once again gotten into sort of a cool pattern and a few showers around the Great Lakes region. Now, some changes in our upper air pattern today compared to what we saw for much of last week. A big upper level low around the Great Lakes region, and that's going to keep our flow generally out of the west and northwest here for much of this week. That will keep the heat and the humidity in check. Notice the flow here out of the northwest this afternoon. And that's going to really be the case for much of this week. So look at our high temperatures across the country today. We'll see here in the Piedmont probably upper 80s to lower 90s and much lower levels of humidity today. And remember last week we had the triple digits all the way up into much of the Plain States, into the lower Mississippi Valley and the Gulf Coast. Improvement for those folks as well. 91 the high today in Memphis, 92 in Little Rock. That's a big improvement there. 95 in Dallas, even 80s up in parts of the Texas Panhandle for highs today. And look at Chicago, struggling to make 80. 60s and 70s around the Great Lakes region and the high plains in the upper Mississippi Valley as well. So a much lower type of temperature environment for much of the eastern half of the country in this type of upper air pattern. There's a look at the precipitation chart off the NAM this afternoon. Not a lot to talk about around here. It'll be a day with a lot of sunshine for us, and the same deal tomorrow. Low levels of humidity, no rain chances, and it's like mid to upper 80s for most of our high temperatures around here tomorrow. So a nice day tomorrow. Lots of low levels of humidity with those highs in the mid to upper 80s. Much the same for Wednesday. I think a lot of mid to upper 80s for highs, and very little in the way of any type of rain chance around the Carolinas. Thursday, maybe a notch or two warmer, but still we're talking sunshine and highs maybe upper 80s to around 90. Friday, probably lower 90s for highs, but still the rain chance looks very low. West of the mountains, sure, could see a few showers and storms and maybe some sea breeze action along the coast, but not a lot in the Piedmont. This is Saturday. Very much the same. Some showers and storms west of the mountains and into the mountains, but not a lot here in the Piedmont. Maybe by Sunday, we begin to see that chance of some showers and storms increase a bit. That'll be the same type of deal on Monday as well. So maybe by Sunday and Monday, a better chance for some showers and storms, but not a lot between now and then. So that means for the 4th of July, while I can't rule out an isolated storm for Saturday, looks pretty good. So most of those outdoor activities you have planned around our area should be able to go off without a hitch. And if you're heading to the mountains, let's back up one day here. Let's look back at Saturday. This is the 4th of July. If heading to the mountains, could be some scattered storms Saturday. Maybe an isolated storm around the coast, but really not a bad looking 4th of July forecast. And the heat, not too bad as well. Here in the Piedmont, we're probably looking at lower 90s for highs. Could be a lot worse this time of year. And, of course, we've been tracking this tropical disturbance for you as it moved through the Caribbean Sea over the Yucatan this weekend. And, boy, not a lot left of it here as it's emerging into the Gulf of Mexico. So it looks pretty paltry. The signs of tropical development pretty much non-existent. So I don't think we're going to see that develop in any type of tropical system. So it looks like it just is now in too much of a weakened state for that to occur. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Have a great Monday, and God bless.